If you're caring for a loved one, especially someone with a high needs illness like ALS, this is for you. We need to start by just acknowledging the reality of the situation. You are carrying an immense load. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it's a weight that most people just don't see. And honestly, one you might not even give yourself credit for.
And this, right here, this isn't just a nice little warning. It's practically a law of physics. Any system that's under constant strain without any kind of maintenance is going to fail. It's inevitable. And in this situation, you are the most critical part of that system. So neglecting your own well-being, well, that's just not a sustainable path. Not for you, and definitely not for the person you're caring for.
I really want you to let that sink in for a moment. Just see that on the screen and feel it. Acknowledging this immense load, that's not complaining. It is the absolute most important first step toward actually being able to manage it.
So this brings us to a concept that is so often misunderstood: self-care. I know for many caregivers, even hearing that word can make you feel guilty. It sounds like an indulgence, right? Or something you just do not have time for. But we have got to reframe that thinking completely.
The myth is that self-care is about escaping your responsibility, but the reality, it's about making sure you can continue to meet it. It is not a luxury, it's the routine maintenance that keeps you, the whole system, running. Think of it like putting gas in a car. You don't do it as a treat for the car. You do it so the car can actually get where it needs to go. This is the key. This is the whole idea right here. Every single act of self-care, no matter how small it seems, is a direct investment in the quality and the length of care you can provide. Your well-being and their well-being aren't two separate things. They are completely, 100% intertwined. Okay, so let's get practical. Let's talk about the physical side of things. Caregiving is a physically demanding job. There's no way around it. And your body, it's your most essential piece of equipment. Ignoring what it needs is just a recipe for injury and total burnout. These are the fundamentals. We're talking about using proper lifting techniques, which isn't just a good idea, it's what prevents an injury that could take you out of the game completely. Using assistive equipment isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign that you're smart. And these last two, sleep and nutrition, they're completely non-negotiable. They are the fuel and the repair cycles your body absolutely has to have to function.
Let's just focus on that for a second. In our culture, we tend to see rest as laziness, but for a caregiver, it is vital maintenance. It's when your body repairs itself, when your mind processes everything, and when your energy reserves get refilled. It is not optional. Of course, the physical demands, that's only half the story, isn't it? There's this invisible load that can often feel so much heavier, and that's the toll it takes on your emotional and mental health. If you're a caregiver, I'm willing to bet you've felt some, if not all of these. The guilt that you're not doing enough. The frustration when things are just so difficult. The grief that comes with the situation. And that profound sense of isolation that comes from living in a world that so few people really understand.
This is so important. I need you to hear this. Feeling these things does not mean you are feeling as a caregiver. It means you're a human being having a perfectly normal reaction to an extraordinarily difficult experience. These feelings, they're just part of the journey.
So what can you actually do? It doesn't have to be complicated. You can start by simply naming the emotion you're feeling, either to yourself or to someone you trust. Second, take small breaks. Tiny breaks. Even 5 minutes to step outside and just breathe can totally reset your nervous system. And finally, make it a point to connect with someone outside the immediate caregiving bubble. It's a powerful reminder that you have an identity beyond this role.
Listen, the goal here is not perfection. Perfection is an impossible standard that will only lead you straight to burnout. The goal is sustainability. It's about finding a way to keep showing up, day after day after day. And that brings us to one of the hardest things for any caregiver to do: ask for help. It's so easy to believe you have to do it all yourself, that it's all on your shoulders. But that way of thinking, it just doesn't work in the long run.
You know when people say, "Let me know if you need anything"? They usually mean well. But that vague offer puts all the work back on you. You have to figure out what you need, and then you have to reach out. There is a much better way. You have to be specific. Just look at the difference here. "Let me know if you can help" is so easy to just let slide, but a specific request, "Can you stay for 2 hours on Tuesday?" or "Can you pick up groceries?" That's an actionable task. It gives the other person a clear yes or no question, it makes it easy for them to help you, and it makes sure you get the support you actually need. Please hear this. No one is meant to handle this kind of challenge all by themselves. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, and it is a critical part of a sustainable care plan.
Okay, let's bring this all together. This whole journey is hard. There is no way around that. But what you are doing matters more than words can even begin to say. Your presence, your effort, your love, it all matters so much.
If you take only one thing away from our time together, please let it be this. Caring for yourself is not some separate, selfish thing you do. It is the very thing that fuels your ability to care for someone else. It is a fundamental part of the job.
So here's your first call to action. It doesn't have to be a spa day. It doesn't even have to be an hour. Just find one moment for yourself this week to breathe. That's it.
And your second step, start flexing that muscle of asking for help. Just make one specific request to one person sometime this week.
And finally, never, ever forget this. In all of this, in the entire equation of care, you matter too.